Alaska was absolutely wild. But what goes up must come down. So it's time for these girls to head south. This week, we drive down the long and lonely road through remote British Columbia.
Hi, welcome back. We have begun a new chapter of our trip. We're heading south.
And we were only supposed to stay in this spot for one night, but the second we got here, we looked at these turquoise waters. We knew we couldn't leave.
La 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 let me be. La 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 let me be. La la let me be free.
So we've been hanging out here for a little bit.
We're going to spend the day here today, show you around, share this magical place with you, and then it will be time to hit the road again. But first we have to have a dance party.
Argentine tango. We met some friends here that they do Argentine tango, and maybe we're
And I imagine it goes like this. Like you have to do lots of things with your hands.
We've also met so many kind people here. We have the best neighbors at this campground. They're sharing their resource magazines with us for trip planning. We even had treats delivered to us. And it's just such a nice feeling to connect with other people on the road.
And it's nice to connect with people now because we know once we leave this spot, it's going to get a lot lonelier down this road. That run was so beautiful. We saw so many wildflowers, a beaver dam. What else did we see? Just the most turquoise, clear blue waters you've ever seen. And Bowie even got to go for a swim. Okay, I don't know what just happened. We were about to put the paddleboard out and the wind is crazy right now. I think that's Mother Nature telling us maybe not right now. We do have a blow-up paddleboard, so going out in the wind is not the most ideal. Oh yeah, look at the waves. Okay, yeah, the weather kind of had a different plan for us today. Got a little cloudy and cooler out, so instead of going for a paddle, we're just packed up and ready to hit the road. We have a long way to go, so let's hit it. Okay, we just saw signs on the side of the road for Jade City. It seems to have a family-owned jade store with jade mining on site, so we're kind of interested to go look.
I was just picturing like a tiny little jade stone on a ring or a necklace, but we might have to figure out how to take one of these babies home.
There was so much stuff in there. I really wanted to get something. I also have such a hard time leaving family-owned places like this with nothing, but it was so big I couldn't pick anything because there were so many choices. It was a little bit overwhelming.
But it was so cool how they're just making it right beside the store we were at. And I don't know, they seem to be well known. They seem to have a TV show. We'll be watching some jade mining reality shows pretty soon. Wow. This is crazy. I've never seen so many beautiful lakes in such a small amount of space that are so blue. Just lake after lake. It's making this drive really enjoyable.
These are the good days. These are the good days.
Oh my god, there's a bear outside.
Chill! We've seen so many bears on this highway. That was our 4th one, I think. We saw 2 yesterday, 2 today, and we're only just beginning.
These long drives always turn us into snack machines, and our health ends up taking a backseat. But when we drink AG1, we sleep happy knowing we have that nutritional insurance that our body needs. Even on the best of days, it is so incredibly difficult to get everything your body needs just through food. It would take a lot of time and planning, and let's be honest, no one has time for that. In under a minute and with just 1 scoop, you're getting the nutrients you need to support your energy, gut health, immune system, and mental clarity. I am extremely skeptical of any health product, but the team at AG1 continuously and obsessively improves AG1 based on the latest research, and they only use the highest quality ingredients. You can clear out your cluttered supplement cupboard and simplify your routine by just drinking AG1. We have made a habit of drinking it first thing in the morning, right before our coffees, and I'm telling you, there is seriously no better way to start your day. So take the leap and try it for yourself. Go to drinkag1.com/talandmads and you will get a whole year's supply worth of the vitamin D dropper, plus 5 free travel packs.
So we have pulled over at another provincial park that's on a lake to take Bowie for a quick pee, have a little bite to eat ourselves, and figure out what is next.
Time to take a little walk down to the lake to check it out. I mean, look at this. The lakes that we're used to back in Ontario, we look across the water and I'm used to seeing cottages lined up beside one another. And when you look across the lakes here,
These are the good days. These are the good days.
okay, this is officially the nicest place we have ever filled up gas. It is a little pricier, but these chalkboard signs are making it worth it.
This one says, what is a wet bear called? A grizzly bear. Also, the gas is expensive not because it's nice, but also there's barely any gas stations on this highway. So crazy, this place just kind of popped up out of nowhere. But it seems to be a lodge where you take helicopters out to go heli skiing. It's a cool little place. Good morning, vlog. We just magically transported you... Whoa, hit my head. We just magically transported you a few hundred miles. We've been driving for a few hours, but today is not a huge driving day because we are finally reaching an area that has towns. I don't know if it translates to you in this short video, but we have been driving for days and days, and we haven't had cell service in almost a week. So that just shows you how long this road is, how huge this province is, and how much of it is just sheer wilderness. So we're glad to get to some towns right now because we need a shower, we need to do laundry.
But first, it's time for a cinnamon roll.
All right, we are off. We got our fix. Apparently in this little town of Hazelton, BC, is one of the highest suspension bridges in the world. So we're gonna go check it out.
There's the bridge. I love driving over bridges because it gives me a little adrenaline rush.
Ooh, you make me wanna throw my hands up, hands up. Ooh, say you wanna make some plans up. Take my hand, love, dance with me. Take my hand, love, dance with me.
But I think a bigger adrenaline rush would be walking over it. So I think we'll... Whoa! Whoa! So I think we'll have to do that on our way back.
So we just arrived to an area that has a high concentration of totem poles. Wow. After reading a little, we've learned that totem poles are actually artistic sculptures of the more West Coast Indigenous communities. They obviously require so much talent because I can't believe they're just carved into wood. It's wild. We would be remiss to travel these highways in northern British Columbia without mentioning all of the Indigenous women that go missing along these highways. The highway we're traveling along right now is actually coined the Highway of Tears because of how many Indigenous women have gone missing along the highway. It's really devastating. It's something that is probably prevalent across Canada, but really, really prevalent in this area.
All right, I'm opting to walk across the bridge, and Tally and Bowie are going to pick me up on the other side. It's pretty crazy that these bridges are always one lane, so you really have to look far down to make sure that there is not a vehicle coming in the opposite direction. Bowie would for sure not enjoy walking across this bridge. If you remember how he walked across the bridge in McCarthy, it's starting to feel so tall, and I'm holding the camera kind of off the side, and it's a little bit scary. I'm not afraid of heights, but when I'm holding a camera that is pretty valuable, I instantly feel like I have lost control of my hand and it's going to just tip over the edge.
Head for the sun, follow your footsteps, edge of the world, right to your doorstep, home, anywhere you wanna go, beyond the stars, out where the sun sets, we'll find the light, we'll keep it our secret, anywhere you wanna
All right.
go.
In your world, it's been probably 10 seconds. In our world, it's been 6 hours of driving. And we have finally reached Prince George, which is a really important junction in this area. In one direction, you can head to Jasper, Banff. In the other direction, you're heading to Vancouver. And the other direction, which is where we're coming from, you're headed to Alaska. So we're very excited to reach this milestone, and we're just gonna keep going.
Down any road, anywhere you wanna go, I'll show you my world.
I had no idea I was in completely matching jacket and pants until Tally made me realize just a moment ago. Anyways, we spent the day yesterday driving and driving and driving and driving. It was a beautiful drive through the middle of British Columbia, twisting and turning and going up and down mountains, and it was so green. And now we are in Pemberton, which we learned is the town of potatoes. Yes, potatoes, they have good soil here. And before we continue on into southern BC, Billie needs to get ready for her hot girl summer. So here we are at a car wash to give her the best clean of her life. We've also never done this.
There's a lot more steps involved than I thought. I thought it was just power wash, soap, and wash, but there's tire engine, pre-soak, wash soap, foam brush, rinse, clear coat, spot-free rinse.
Let's do it! Wow, this is fun.
It's a bit nerve-wracking because our back doors don't fully close, so I'm hoping nothing is getting inside the van right now. We probably have like 18 generations of mosquitoes murdered on the hood of our van, so this is really satisfying to watch. Put your whole body into it. Let's go, Mads. Give Billie all the love in the world. Let's go. Yeah!
Just have time to see what it's Just finishing the last few things, checking them off of our cleaning list, and it feels so good. We've been living in a dusty van for quite some time now, and it's just a weight lifted off, and we're ready to continue. Nice job, Tal. Woo! Woo! So on that note, I think we are closing this chapter, and as this one closes, another one begins. We'll see you next week.